Hi Libra, this is going to be your ex-partner reading for November 2018. Doing the 2-row spread as usual, but this month I've decided to use the Rider Waite, and for the central issue I've decided to use the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. So Libra, the card that you have number 4, and it's called Rest and Rejuvenate. Now, this card does come after in the Psychic Tarot, this card does come after heartache and loss, okay? So it is about needing to go through a healing process, and I'll read you a bit from the book, but it says this card implies that a period of rest, meditation, rejuvenation and recuperation is in order. It usually comes forward when you are encountering or coming out of a particularly emotional or mentally taxing experience. The number 4 in numerology means foundation. So this is a time to heal, to be with your soul, and to continue moving steadily forward. Reposing and taking moments for yourself will give you the opportunity to look at a problem or situation instead of being in it. It's a chance to stand back, view your life with clarity and renewed appreciation. You know, so whether this card is a message here for what you're both needing to do at the moment, or indeed just one of you, but needing to take some time out, okay? Now, for you, Libra, at the top here, we have justice. Now, justice usually shows up if we feel that we've been treated unfairly, in an unjust way. So, but justice could also be here to signal that maybe we are talking about a divorce here, because justice can be in regards to, a court. So it could be that some of you are going through a divorce, or this could be talking about a divorce. But the overall message with the Justice card is about acting in a fair and just way, trying to keep those scales balanced, okay? And trying to bring problems to the surface in order to resolve them. Now, on your ex's side, they have here the Queen of Cups. Now, forget the gender, okay? Maybe some of you are dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That obviously won't be for all of you. But the Queen of Cups, she is very intuitive, but she's also emotional. She's very much ruled by her emotions. And she can be easily swayed by her emotions. So it may be talking about the characteristics or the energy that your ex-partner is in at the moment. Maybe they are feeling overly emotional about this situation, especially if they are feeling the loss here, or feeling, heartache, then obviously that's going to affect the way they feel emotionally. Now, down here for you, you do have the Sun card. Now, the Sun card is the most positive card in the tarot. It energizes us, it rejuvenates us, and as this card here said, rest and rejuvenate. So needing to go through this period, okay? But also the Sun brings clarity, okay? It helps us to see things more clearly. It will help us to maybe see the actions that we need to take, or whether we need to change in some way the way we have been acting. Now, on your ex's side, they have the 9 of Swords. So this is overthinking. This is very much being in their own thoughts. They may have trouble sleeping, okay? Quite often, this type of energy tends to affect them more in the night time, you know, when they are on their own. But, you know, it's having the same thoughts, the same concerns, worries, and going around and around in our own heads. And as I said, overthinking something, okay? Now, it could be talking about mental anguish that they're going through due to the breakup. It could be talking about mental anguish that they're going through in terms of maybe they want to reach out to you, but they're unsure of the response. Now, moving further down, you Libra, you've got the Hermit here, okay? So we've got a major. In fact, your three main cards of your reading are all major. So, you know, and the majors, they trump the minor. So, important month for you here, Libra, okay? And also, alongside the Hermit, we've got the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands can talk about conflict. It can talk about people that are not listening to each other. People that just want to, you know, have their opinion heard. And they're not taking into consideration how the other person is feeling. But also the Five of Wands can talk about internal struggles that we may be going through, okay? Now, the Hermit is that enforced isolation where we may not be feeling very sociable. We may go through a time where we are keeping ourselves at home, where we're not going out and socializing with friends and family, because the Hermit is all about soul searching and reflecting. So if this Five of Wands is talking about internal struggles for you, then a period of isolation, a period of reflection, a period of soul searching, resting, rejuvenating is, you know, obviously what you need to go through before you can really make any decisions. Now, if we're talking about a divorce here, okay, then it could very well be that, you know, as I said, the divorce is going through or it's already gone through and, you know, you're going to need to heal from this. On your ex's side, they have a major, they have the Hangman. And they also have the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords, again, is more conflict. And for me, the Five of Swords, the conflict there is a little bit more difficult than the Five of Wands. Because with the Five of Swords, you're dealing with somebody who thinks they're in the right. Somebody that it's impossible to try to deal with them. Now, this could be how they are viewing you, Libra. But it could also be the energy of them. Now, the Hangman is taking no action, okay? The Hangman is about needing some fresh insight or needing to change one's perspective. So maybe your ex is going to need to change the way they are thinking about you. Maybe they want to reach out to you, but they're worried that there may very well be conflict, okay? Because we do have two cards here very much talking about conflict. The Hangman, though, is also a card of being in limbo, of feeling maybe restricted. You know, maybe it's your perspective that needs to change. And they feel that they can't do anything or make any moves at the moment until, you know, until the way you're seeing things starts to change. And I think the only way that you are going to go through changes here is if you, as I said, go through this hermit mode, because if this Five of Wands for you is talking about internal struggles, then they're going to need to be dealt with. Now, the cards at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Knight of Wands. So this knight comes charging in, okay, and he's the most passionate knight out of all of the knights, but he comes charging in. Sometimes he can charge back out just as quickly, okay. Now, it could be that this Knight of Wands is either talking about you or it's talking about your ex, and maybe one of you do want to go charging in. The thing with this Knight of Wands being here is I'm not thinking that this is talking so much about the passionate side of this knight. I think it's more talking about it feels to me that somebody wants to go charging in here, not trying to cause trouble, not trying to look for an argument, but I think somebody is feeling very fired up. And somebody has got things that they want to say here. But I'm just worried about timing. I'm worried about saying things in the heat of the moment. Things that later on, those words will be regretted, okay? So, the Hermit and the Hangman may very well be there to suggest that if it's your ex that's fired up, in terms of, looking to say things, maybe not necessarily looking for an argument, but, has things they want to get off their chest, it may be better for them to, stay in this hangman mode, and they may need to change their perspective on that. If this is in reference to you, then again with that hermit there, do some reflecting. I think the most important message here is that both of you need to go through a healing process. Both of you need to, I think, calm down. And I think both of you, if you are going to communicate with each other, whether it be November or December, need to really consider how you are going to communicate and what it is that you actually want to say to each other. It could be for some of you that if you are going through a divorce, that there are problems, there are issues over the divorce, okay, over the finances or shared property, or if you have children, there could be lots of arguments there in regards to resolving those issues. So again, needing to take a time out and not acting so quickly. I think the message here is for both of you to think before you speak this month. Okay, Libra, that is your message. Thank you so much and take care. Bye.